Geographic restrictions in a child custody suit, are they difficult or easy to get done? So we were recently asked, is it the same difficulty to have a geographic restriction modified to allow a 4-hour move, not removed entirely, or just extend across state lines? Does remarriage or pregnancy have any bearing on any of this stuff? So what they're asking about is, if there's a child custody order that has a geographic restriction, what that means is that the child is restricted to living in a certain geographic area, such as the Collin County or the Collin and contiguous counties. Contiguous means a county that touches it, or it might be a particular school district, or it might be the state of Texas, might be the continental United States, might be any country that is a signatory to the Hague Convention, because the Hague Convention allows for children that are taken from one country to another, as long as both countries are signatories to the Hague Convention, to be brought back to the country of the child's residence in case a parent takes the child away. There's actually two people that can never kidnap a child from the other. That's a mother and father, or the parents of the child, unless there's a court order that they're violating. So if you're under a geographic restriction, how difficult is it to get lifted? It's pretty difficult. The standard in Texas is whether or not there's a material and substantial change of circumstances. So you have to jump over that hurdle first. A material and substantial change of circumstances also cannot be something that could have been or should have been or presumably was anticipated at the time of the trial. For example, you can't say, well, we did a child custody agreement as part of our divorce when the child was 4. Now the child is 12, and because the child is 12, we think that the child should be able to move. Well, the child turning 12 was an anticipated change that would have been known when the child was 4. You can anticipate the child's going to be 12, going to be 13, going to be 14, all these different ages. So just the fact that the child has gotten over is not a material and substantial change of circumstances. However, something like our child is in gymnastics and has won the world championship and is being requested by the American Olympic team to move to St. Louis to train with the number 1 instructor in the world. So we want the permission to be able to live in St. Louis or back in where we were, and something like that. That's substantial, and that's material to the child's well-being and best interest. So that would allow you to move. Another issue is the parent who wants the child to stay in the area, are they also in the area? Why does the parent want the child to stay? If they're still in the area, it's going to be very difficult for the restriction to be lifted. But, for example, if they move to Canada, then what's the difference between them flying back and forth between Texas and Canada versus them flying back between any other state in the Union? Is the airfare similar? Are there other different consequences and considerations to taking place? Those changes may be material and substantial. So first you have to overcome that material and substantial change barrier, and then you have to show it's in the best interest to get the relief that's requested. That's an excellent question. It comes up all the time. The best way for you to know is to schedule a consultation with a lawyer that is competent, and hire the best lawyer in the area that you live in as possible if you're facing one of those. We'll see you in the next one. This is the Lawyer Dana Show.